Uh, Now I'm going to talk a bit about my politics because people want to know about this too. I do not support anyone who is fostering or promoting hate amongst Indians. At the same time, I do not support her to a shop in Sao Paulo to purchase so that he may purchase souvenirs. But when all of us had entered that shop, Ambassador and Manisha Swamy, they had behaved very rudely with the shopkeeper. They were behaving like they are king and queens. The shopkeeper dealt politely with them, and the deputy chief. Hi everyone, Rohan again. Today I'm going to present some more proofs, and by the end of this video I'm going to make a small appeal to all of you. First, I'm posting one recording wherein I had informed Manisha Swamy that Suraj Mohan had passed on some confidential work to a Brazilian employee, Gustavo. You will notice in this recording that despite I'm talking about a confidential work, I talk in a manner that confidentiality is maintained.
मैम पॉइंट ये है, मैं तो कर रहा हूँ, मुझे ये चीज़ दिख रही है कि लोग कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे और वो जैसे अभी मैं बैठा होता, अभी यहाँ पे सूरज जी बैठे होते, इन्होंने एकदम से आपने बोला कि वो करो कॉपी, इन्होंने शुरू कर दिया क्योंकि कर क्या रहे हैं काम, ये काम क्या कर रहे हैं, मक्खन लगाने वाला काम बेसिकली। कल ही मतलब क्योंकि आप बैठे हो तो एकदम से हम दो खड़े हुए हैं, ये एकदम से कह रहे हैं करो 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 करो। मैम मैं आपको जेन्युइन बात बताता हूँ, ये ट्रेनिंग कि उसको कि हाँ कि बस आप उसको रिपीट कर दो कि वो आपको इससे मतलब उसी चीज़ को लाइन को करने चुगली वाला काम। पॉइंट ये है, ये मैम ट्रेनिंग लेके आए हैं, मेरे को ही खुद बोल रहे हैं कि वहाँ ट्रेनिंग में रोहन बहुत बुड्ढे बुड्ढे लोग आ रखे थे, सारे के सारे करेंगे कुछ नहीं, जा करके मतलब आकर के लोकल को पकड़ा देंगे, फिर लोकल से करेंगे कि सेटअप करो। जो इंडिया में करके आए हैं ट्रेनिंग, हाँ अच्छा। इंडिया में कहते कि वहाँ और बुड्ढे बुड्ढे दूसरे मिशन के आ रखे थे कोई एम्बेसडर, तो ही थिंक्स दैट आई एम नॉट पेइंग अटेंशन एंड देन ही सेज टू सॉरी सूरज जी बोल रहे हैं जो ट्रेनिंग करके आए हैं कि ट्रेनिंग में मिशंस को ऐसा करना चाहिए कि यंग लोगों को ही बुलाएं, सिर्फ खाली में वो कह रहे हैं। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है आप ये चीज़ कह रहे हो कोई बात नहीं, क्योंकि फिर उसके बाद ऊपर से कह रहे हैं कि ये लोग जितने भी बुड्ढे बुड्ढे आए थे आएंगे, लोकल को पकड़ा देंगे, किसी को वो सेटअप कर रहा होगा। अब मेरे को ये बात बोली, ट्रेनिंग खुद लेके आए, कल सारा दिन गुस्तावो को इन्होंने बिठा लिया कंप्यूटर में, सारा कुछ इनके पास है, सारा दिन इन्होंने उनको यूज़ कर लिया। मैम 10 क्वेश्चन इन्होंने अपलोड किए जिसके ऊपर इन्होंने नोट लिख दिया कि बाकी लोग अपलोड करेंगे। 47 क्वेश्चंस मैंने और शिव प्रसाद जी ने बैठ करके सारे अपलोड किए, मतलब 1 मिनट में मैम ये चीज़ बोल देते हैं। कुछ भी चीज़ अभी भी मेरे पास आया तो सुबह मैं तो पहले ही बता चुका था बक्सला सर को कि 4 क्वेश्चन थे, वो मैंने सुबह ही मैं गायत्री मैम को ड्रॉप कर दिया।
Suraj Mohan is one of those employees who used to watch lots of YouTube videos. I have mentioned something regarding this in my previous complaints. Despite informing Manisha Swamy that he had given some confidential work to a Brazilian employee, Manisha Swamy had taken no action against him. Suraj Mohan was also the employee who had orchestrated the dismissal of Brazilian employee Vinicius after he had fallen sick due to COVID, over which Vinicius had no control. Next, I'm posting a recording between me and Naurem Jogendrajit Singh from Moscow. Before I had left Moscow, I had a very severe accident wherein my shoulder had dislocated badly. It had totally twisted and I had to undergo lots of physiotherapy to get movement back in my arm. So after my successor had arrived in Moscow, I wanted to leave as quickly as possible. But you will notice in the recording the manner in which Naurem Jogendrajit Singh threatens me and the manner in which he talks generally also. This is the manner in which many IFS officers behave.
सभी टाइम लगेगा।
रोन सर, हाँ ये क्या है रोन?
से मेरे लीविंग के लिए
You have to Ashushi also called me up, so you have to stay at least 1 or 2 days.
सर नो आई कैन नॉट स्टे सर। मैं सर देखो मेरे हाथ में लग रही है और ठंड है सर, बिल्कुल ही मेरे क्लियरली इनकन्वीनियंस है सर, बिल्कुल भी आई कैन नॉट स्टे।
You have to tell your
I have sir written this that I have briefed him and I'll also assist him from India. I'll literally assist him, but this is literally not good for my hand, this weather.
Why?
Because it's cold sir, my muscles get
Sit down yaar. Sit down.
I'll not sit. डोंट टॉक दिस वे टू मी। आपने पहले भी मेरे से ऐसे बात की है और मैं लिटरली मैंने कभी भी कुछ नहीं कहा, आपने पहले भी इस लैंग्वेज में बात की। आपने उस दिन भी मेरे ये सोफा था, आपने मुझे कहा था फक ऑफ,
Needlessly. I have already talked politely with you. I have not done this.
Hey, Rohan.
No, please. This language will not work. I have treated you with respect. If you again use this language,
Yeah,
that's same.
you sit down or
Yes.
either get out or just get lost.
No, there is no get lost. Kindly let me know whether you will sign this.
No, I'm not signing it.
It's all right. Then I'll send to ambassador. I'll send to
You
ambassador.
send to ambassador.
I'll definitely send to
Send to
ambassador.
ambassador.
Yes. If you think that
Only,
day.
you know what? You listen carefully.
Yes, I'm
If
listening.
there's one fellow who can, it's me in the ambassador. You see?
No. जब मुझे चोट लगी हुई थी
If you cross the line.
जब मुझे चोट लगी हुई थी आपने मुझे ये बोला एम्बेसडर ने आपको लग रहा है मैं उस दिन कॉल नहीं रिकॉर्ड कर रहा था मेरे पास रिकॉर्डिंग है दैट डे मेरे पास रिकॉर्डिंग रखी है
I know that you have been recording. Not
Yes.
only me, but for everybody.
Yeah, it's all right. And you should not have asked me कि ambassador is asking me. मेरे को चोट मेरा हाथ इस तरीके से था आपने मेरे को ये बोला आपको लग रहा है कि मेरे पास नहीं था
I think you know.
that was so wrong and it was so inconvenient मैंने 3 दिन छुट्टी ली आपसे आपने मेरे को उसके बाद भी मेरे को बुला लिया
You see.
मैंने आपको क्या लिख के दिया प्लीज ये भी देख लो आप देख लो मैंने क्या लिखा है मैं आपको बता भी देता हूँ मैंने लिखा है
You just get lost.
yeah it's okay
Yeah, get lost.
it's all right
Just get the hell out of the room.
yeah
Get lost right
no
now.
I'm not moving that's not
So, Rohan, you know,
no that's very wrong the language which you use is incompletely wrong
I think
yes
you have to learn something, you know, and then you know, so you see, in a ministry is a very small ministry.
yes I
And as I
understand
said, if there's one person who can support you, the whole mission, it's me, you know.
no you called me during while I was in ambassador's office also every day you were calling me Rohan come that's not manner of talking to anyone and every time and you never gave me any work never you every time you just called me and just stay here if you gave me any work I would never had any problem that's what you were
I do
doing
is, you know, that ministry is a very small, and then I would always be there for you. That one thing you have in your mind, you see.
sir
So you must be aware of all these things.
I have completely treated you with respect मेरे को पता है कि आप जो ये चीज ऑल्टरनेटिवली आप मेरे को बोल रहे हो कि आपने मुझे तब भी ये चीज बोली थी कि जब भी मैं उस टाइम भी आया था आपने मुझे तब भी ये चीज
But
बोली थी 3
just
दिन
tell me what your
मैं
passport is there.
पासपोर्ट इज कमिंग जब वो मेरे को टिकट देंगे और वो टिकट लेने के लिए वो काउंसलर से जो इंडिविजुअल है ही सिटिंग ओवर देयर एंड एचओसी इज सेइंग कि आप जब करोगे साइन तो तब वो आगे देंगे और मैंने ये चीज लिखी है इसमें सिर्फ खाली नोट में कि अंडरसाइंड हैज ब्रीफ्ड हिज सक्सेसर एंड विल आल्सो असिस्ट हिम फ्रॉम इंडिया
You tell the same, because I'm not doing anything in this. So you tell the same.
Now I'm going to talk about some people who I have met and interacted with during my tenures and left a positive impression on. One of these people is Professor Marcos Rojo. He is a famous yoga professor in Brazil who the current government gave a special award and who the government also gave a special grant. I also assisted a dance troupe that had arrived to perform in Sao Paulo. This dance group had come under the group namely Center Stage, and many members of this dance group have created a new company known as Hashtag. So some founders of this company know me well because I had interacted very well when they had arrived in Sao Paulo. Apart from this, I have also met and interacted with the Lieutenant General Rajesh Pushkar, and I have also interacted with Colonel Rohit Suri, and I have left a very positive impression on these people. Please do search who Colonel Rohit Suri is. I have also interacted with many Russians and many Brazilians during my tenure, and I have left a positive image of Indians. So it is not going to be easy to create doubts on my integrity. Next, I am going to talk about an incident which had happened in Sao Paulo when Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh had arrived there. Ambassador had taken Deputy Chief Minister to a shop in Sao Paulo to purchase so that he may purchase souvenirs. But when all of us had entered that shop, Ambassador and Manisha Swamy, they had behaved very rudely with the shopkeeper. They were behaving like they are king and queens. The shopkeeper dealt politely with them, and the Deputy Chief Minister was able to buy things which he wanted to because he had Brazilian reais. But the other minister along with him, he only had dollars. And because the world-class negotiators Suresh Reddy and Manisha Swamy, they were behaving very rudely with the shopkeeper, he refused to accept dollars. After this, the ambassador had scolded me. All this would be available in the recording from that shop on December 12, 2023. Afterwards, I had politely requested that same shopkeeper to kindly accept the dollars, and he agreed. Now I'm going to talk about Harish Baksla. Harish Baksla is so stupid that despite being aware that I am seeking dismissal of all corrupt officers, all these corrupt officers who were involved in my harassment, including him, he has liked one of my posts. And I'm posting a video of which post he has liked. This is the post which I had made. No matter which country you are from, if you believe in basic human rights, you must see and share this. This is regarding that same video, corruption and rapes in Ministry of External Affairs India, and S. Jaishankar is corrupt. And notice who has liked this video. Please pay attention. I'll show you. Okay. See here. Who is this guy? Harish Baksla. This guy is stupid beyond comprehension, but still no action has been taken, and he is freely earning public money. Apart from this, if everything is going great in embassies and consulates and all these employees are wonderful at dealing with people, then why, if you would search on Google any embassy or any consulate's name, you would notice a common thread in the reviews that people are complaining about the manner in which consulate or embassy employees interact or behave with people who come seeking services. Or why a former employee in France is currently suing Embassy of India, France. Having said, yes, this is happening, and having said this, as I said from before, that my goal is not to create problems for good IFS officers. This employee who is suing due to something she faced before current ambassador's tenure. The current ambassador, as much as I know, is very professional. Now I'm going to talk about a YouTuber, as many of you have been tagging many people in my posts. I'm going to talk about Dhruv Rathi. As I told in my previous video that I tried reaching out many people, Dhruv Rathi was one of those people who I was able to get to. Not directly, but I know that he got to know about everything long before it got viral. But Dhruv Rathi is not my relative, so it's alright that he did not make any video. But the thing is, I directly interacted with his writer Vijeta Dayya. Vijeta Dayya used to work for this ministry. Vijeta Dayya knows about the rape and murder case which had happened in Bangladesh. Despite this, Vijeta Dayya wrote to me that Dhruv cannot cover topics which do not have larger ramifications. He gave me the most stupidest advice. He told me to ask ministry to allow me to resign on the condition that I delete all these proofs online. Vijeta Dayya had posted after the unfortunate demise of Mukesh Chandrakar on Facebook a story where he had mentioned that we should support people like Mukesh Chandrakar. After 2-3 minutes of this post, he had again posted another story. Correction, we should support people like Mukesh Chandrakar when they are alive. But yeah, this is all for engagement. When I reached him, he gave me these kind of responses because it's easy to make videos like Mission Swaraj, but it is difficult to talk about corruption when it is very, very clear, immensely clear. In a way, it was good that Dhruv Rathi did not refused or didn't make any videos, because by the time I had reached Dhruv Rathi, I had not connected the dots to S. Jaishankar. So now I'm going to talk a bit about that. Some people were not convinced by my arguments, although they were all logical. But it's all right. If you are not convinced by my arguments, I came across something else afterwards. There are some videos made by Naman Srivastav, and these videos were made almost 3 months before, and the videos are titled Decoding India's Fraud Foreign Policy. In my opinion, these videos are very good primers for which every Indian must watch to understand what is being done with public money and what is actually going on. Now I'm going to talk a bit about my politics because people want to know about this too. I do not support anyone who is fostering or promoting hate among Indians. At the same time, I do not support Congress when they talk about caste census, because caste is not a real concept. It was a meaningless concept created long back, which has created divisions amongst Indians. We are all Indians. There are no Brahmins, no Kshatriyas, no Dalits. We are all Indians, all people belonging to one nation. Now, I'm going to make one simple request to all of you. One thing has become clear as my videos have gone viral, that there are many honest, decent, sensible Indians who do want and seek change. I request all of you to share my videos as much as possible, because the things which happened with me should not happen again and should not happen with anyone else. Ministry of External Affairs has a lot to answer for, and I hope things are going to change. Thank you.